We're in Orangeburg, New York. Never heard of this place, obviously never been here before. What's drawing us here today is the cheapest hotel in all of New York State. Might be in the whole country. $32. Never in my life heard of a hotel that cheap with free breakfast, Wi-Fi, and a pool. Can't wait to go dive in, but we got here early. It's about 1 p.m. Check-in is at 3. So we're stopping by a coffee shop, the most popular coffee shop in town, to see what they have to offer. Let's check it out. Alright, so we stopped for coffee at the Perk House. This is the highest rated coffee shop here in Orangeburg. I got myself an iced Spanish latte, espresso, condensed milk, whole milk, and cinnamon. For $7, you get 20 ounces. I think that's a pretty good deal. First time I had this type of coffee was in Orlando, Florida. Orlando is known for a big Spanish community, so a Spanish coffee is normal down there. You rarely see that up here in New York, but they got it here.
My friend Nora's always late.
Wow.
Because she wakes
That's
up late.
fantastic.
She got a lot in. So, but she,
Not overly sweet. It could have easily got overly sweet if it was too much condensed milk, but it's perfectly mixed. Very good. I also ordered this breakfast for me. I ordered a spinach and artichoke grilled cheese. Their menu sounds amazing. Being the guy behind the counter, I don't know if he's the owner or not. He's very passionate about this place. So I'm assuming he is. He was recommending me places, but what are you gonna do? He was recommending me other types of sandwiches, but everything sounded so good, but that one stood out. So I'm waiting for that to arrive. In the meantime, I'm editing, and that's why I like stopping at coffee shops. I'm too early to check in at the hotel, but I'm not too early to start editing. So I'm gonna get some of this done. 3 o'clock we check in, and I want to hit the pool as soon as possible. It's like a heat wave today. Let's check the temperature right now.
This is my internship, but
Orangeburg. Orangeburg, New York. 94 degrees. It says severe weather, extreme heat warning. All right, so we'll be back when the sandwich arrives. Cheese pull and everything. Very excited. I can see tomato in there. Let's go.
I was trying to like my wall with flag, and I was like, "Should I help me?" I was like, "I can't do this." And he was just,
wow.
And then he would have friends over and not tell me, and I'd be like, "Okay, I don't care if you friends over, but like, can you like let me know?" So I thought it was like a long day, like being out, and I'm gonna come in and just like randomly wear it. You know what I mean? Like I just like, this morning. So he was like going like that, but whatever. So it wasn't the okay. Sophomore year was just in the room. the housemates were a little messy, but they were nice. They were junior year, first semester.
Balthazar sourdough. I don't know if that's a type or a brand name, but it's fantastic. So crispy.
And with the random guy.
Wow. This is so good. It's so perfect. I definitely want to come back. I don't know if I'm coming back tomorrow for breakfast.
See what they cooked us.
I'm gonna search this area, see if there's something else that I should be highlighting, but this is perfect.
Who's nice about that?
Last bite.
And if you don't put cheese, I
Man,
appreciate it.
that was really incredible.
And Denali is crazy. Like today, the landscapers came and they were all going crazy. And I was like, oh my god.
The spinach and artichoke grilled cheese says your favorite party dip, but in a sandwich. Marinated tomato mozzarella. $12.50.
That's why I love them out because
It's a little pricey for a grilled cheese, but it is worth it. It is fantastic. I definitely want to come back and try more. I'm borderline lost at words. I did not expect that to be that good. Before I came up here, I went on ChatGPT and I asked it for the most unique or best foods that I should try when in Orangeburg. And this was, without a shadow of a doubt, the main thing that they recommended, and I see why. The passion and the love behind that food really shows. The coffee, and I'm over here talking about a grilled cheese sandwich. I'm not even talking about like a meal. That was like mind-blowing. So let's go check in. It's about 2:30. It's a 3-minute drive to the hotel. And while I was checking the details and the amenities, while I was having my coffee just now, I don't see breakfast included. I think I might have either mistaken it because there's a restaurant on the property, or I mistaken it because I was looking at another hotel that did have, I think it's called continental breakfast when it's complimentary. But let's go check in and see what it's all about. I'm dying for that pool. 92 degrees, I'm sweating. All right, we made it. Armoni. This is our humble abode for the next 24 hours. Armoni, couldn't believe it, $32 for one night, and there's a pool. Doesn't even make sense. Let's see what it's all about.
First name Francisco?
Yes, that's me.
Okay. Alrighty, so I see you booked online. We have your payment for that.
Awesome.
The only thing I would need to do, Mr. Jerez, is imprint your credit or debit card for the hotel security authorization. It's a $100 authorization hold, which is released when you check out. The purpose is to ensure no damages, no smoking in the room. Great, sir. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Appreciate that.
There's breakfast?
There isn't, sir. Unfortunately, there is no restaurant. This used to be a Holiday Inn for many years.
Okay.
That closed down in 2021. The then buyer converted it to an independent and never opened up the restaurant for lunch.
I see.
Which is a shame.
Yeah, I saw it on Google. I was excited for the restaurant.
Generated. They should never not want to operate your services. Trust me.
Yeah. And what about the pool? Still active?
Check with them this afternoon, sir. They'll let you know. I'm covering for the front office manager. They'll be able to answer that for you if it is open today. It's certainly a nice day for them.
Yeah, that's literally why I came here.
It's
That'll be a shame if I can't hit it.
yeah, it certainly would be. Okay, sir, if you would be so kind, your signature and today's date, and how many keys would you like, sir?
Just one.
Okay. Mr. Jerez's room, 245 on the second floor. Straight insert to the right is the elevator, which you'll take to the second floor. We'll be a little more than halfway to 3/4 down on your right-hand side.
Okay.
Feel free to go right on it.
Right, and then a right?
Correct. So right, make a right-hand turn, and the elevator will be right there, or you could take the stairwell, whichever is your preference.
Awesome, thank you. All right, we are in. There's the elevator. All right, so sadly, there used to be a restaurant here, but not anymore. Restaurant is officially closed. This used to be a Holiday Inn. Restaurant was active when there was a Holiday Inn here. Now that it's Armoni, it's weird to have 2 floors and an elevator. Literally an elevator with just 2 floors. But anyways, let's see what the room is. I asked her about the pool. She made it seem like she doesn't even know if it's open. That would be a shame. 92 degrees and the pool might not be open. We gotta check that out as soon as possible. So let's check the room out. I'm going to drop my bags off and then we'll figure out the pool situation. On the second floor, I see the sign for the pool. Take this staircase to the pool. And this is where the vending machines and ice machine are. That's one of my favorite amenities of a hotel. Constant ice because I love ice. Room is 245. It looks like I'm the second to last one on the floor. Maybe I have to insert it. Oh yeah, insert. Okay. It flashed green like it was okay. Okay, we're in. It is hot as hell in here. The AC is off. Let's figure out the AC now because this is too hot. Hot as hell. Let's hit the AC. Okay, let's see. Cool. Let's bring it all the way down. Let's get it nice and cold in here. Perfect. All right, so they got the floor unit. We have a mirror, desk, chair, lamp. Another chair, another lamp. That one doesn't turn on, maybe it's unplugged. Clock, bed, another lamp. All right, that one works. Picture frame, that's nice. Another mirror, so I get the full body. TV. All right, let's see what that's like. Samsung, let that load up. Ironing board, iron. I'm assuming this is a safe, not too sure. All right, let's check out the bathroom here. All right, looks like a typical bathroom. Built-in hair dryer. Everything looks decently clean. Oh, another full body. That's nice. Tub is a little, has hair. It's peeling. A little oxidation. Overall, it's looking pretty clean. Is this a refrigerator? Wow. This is an old school refrigerator, but as long as it works, I don't care. That is old school. Never even heard of this brand before. TV works. We can shut this off. We don't need that. So far, for 32 bucks, amazing room. Got to do a bed test. Got to check if there's bed bugs and the comfort test of the bed. But first, I definitely want to try the pool. All right. It's time to get changed for the pool. All right. Ready to go. Let's do it. All right. I need some ice in my coffee. So let's hit the ice machine, which is conveniently, where the hell is it? This way. All right, let's do this. Now we're good. All right, we're back because this heat was melting the damn ice in the coffee. So conveniently, I'm on the second floor, come down the stairs, and pool. All right, let's see. No one's in the pool. Will anyone stop me from getting in it? That's the question. I just need the entrance to it. Where is the entrance? I don't even see a door. Is this the entrance? Nope, it's closed. It has, how do I get in here? I don't mind hopping this white gate. Don't see an entrance anywhere. What kind of pool is this? No entrance anywhere. I guess I'm gonna have to hop the gate. Here we are. Okay. Okay. Right. They want to lock the door on me, so I'll just make my way in. I'm literally here for the pool. Why would they lock me out of the pool? Almost went in the pool with my phone in my pocket. This is perfect. This is definitely the best thing to do on a heat wave like it is right now. 92 degrees is no joke. New York summers are no joke. The humidity is usually really high over here. So this is the best thing possible. Alright, let's swim around a little bit. Maybe next time they'll keep the pool open, because this is ridiculous. This is a great pool. It starts from 1 foot 6 inches. Kids can safely play here, and it goes all the way to 8 feet and I think 5 inches. 8 feet 6 inches. That's pretty fantastic. You know, the only entrance I see here is the one with the zip ties around the gate. Like, there's signs that say no diving, of course. No lifeguard on duty, use at your own risk. So if I'm using this at my own risk, just leave the gate open. Like, why would you not allow people to use the pool? This is the best amenity of this hotel. Whatever. Let's see if anybody even notices I'm in here. If not, I'm gonna enjoy this for a little while. I'm gonna burn off the amazing sandwich I had. And we have dinner lined up. Stay tuned for that. An amazing Mexican restaurant in Stony Point, which is about 20 to 25 minutes away from where we are right now, Orangeburg, New York. When I was checking in, there was this guy asking me about my camera. So I was telling him about, you know, the brand name and all that and the model. Yeah.
What's the brand?
This is the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. No, this is the 3 actually. They just came out with the 4. I think it's around 500.
What's the name of it again?
DJI is the brand name, and the model is Osmo Pocket 3.
Okay.
Yeah, they just came out with the Osmo Pocket 4. Yeah, I highly recommend it. And it connects to the mic and everything. Really good camera.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And then he sees me in the pool just now. He's like, oh, they opened the pool? I'm like, no, I hopped the gate. He died laughing, hopped the gate, and hopped in the pool with me. That's what I'm talking about. That's influence. All right, that was great. Now to leave the same way we came in. See what the view is about. The parking lot and the main road. Here's the restaurant that used to be. Looks very nice. I don't know if you can see, it's so dark in here, but very nice. Couches, bar, nice seating, nice decor. How you doing? I see why this hotel is so cheap now. The fitness room under construction. The pool is closed. Restaurant's closed. So, it's a work in progress. It's probably going to be much more expensive once everything is operating, but it is what it is. I'm enjoying myself so far. Getting inside the pool really made this stay great, enjoyable, because without that pool, I wouldn't have had nothing to do. I would have just had an ice machine and a vending machine. We are headed to Stony Point to a Mexican restaurant for dinner. I believe it's called Raices, something like that. Let's go see what it's all about. This is the spot, Raices, however you pronounce it. I had reservations, I got here, and they said, sorry, the chef isn't here. I don't even understand what that means. Like, what, are you just serving drinks? I don't know, but let's... the other thing I wanted to do in this town was visit the historical battlefield. The Stony Point Battlefield, I believe it's called. So let me GPS that, and then we'll check that out. Fail after fail after fail. The park is closed, so I can't see the battlefield either. The only thing I could think left to do in this town is visit the Stony Point Brewing Company, or the brewery, or whatever the hell they call it. Let's see if that's open.
Like you always have. Even when others counted you out.
Man, that's interesting. This one is called Oh My Grod, with a G-R-O-D. And it's a smoky flavor. It's only 3% ABV, so it's like a light Pilsner, but with a smoky flavor. Very interesting. Never had a beer like that before. So if you can't tell, we made it. We're here at Stony Point Brewing, and I got a very small, the smallest glass. That way I can try multiple ones and not get full, not get drunk. So let's see what else they have. Next up is the Hazy Pale Ale, 5.5 ABV. This is their number one. This is their flagship. One of their two flagships. Wow. The variety here is fantastic. This is a completely different flavor. The first one I had is probably going to be my favorite. I'm just assuming that because it's something I never tried before. That smoky flavor. It's fantastic. Oh man, I take it back. The smoky one is not my favorite. This is a blueberry pale ale. I believe that's what it is, but I know it's blueberry. Man, that's good. Look how light it is, like borderline clear, and it's 5% ABV. And you get a nice hint of blueberry. Very, very good. It's great for this weather. It's refreshing. It's fruity. This one I highly recommend. This one, and second favorite is definitely the smoky one. Nice. SPA, small pale ale. This one is only 2%. I don't think I've ever had a beer that's 2%, unless I just haven't been reading all the labels. Maybe light beers are 2%, not too sure. But small pale ale. It's, as you can tell, it's very light. This is probably the most perfect one for this hot heat wave we're experiencing right now. Because you could drink these all day, and you know, you're being refreshed, you're not getting drunk, and you're not even really getting full. It's nice and light. If it wasn't so hot, I would probably be utilizing their really nice yard. It's on the side of the property. Plenty seats, plenty tables, you got umbrellas, you got it all. They even have heaters, so I'm assuming in the wintertime people are out here also. But let's head back inside.
In order to play.
Look, Ma, water.
Guaranteed. None of these players or the U.S. Bosnia players are thinking about what's next. It is all about this being a new tournament.
On a hot day, man, this feels great. Nothing like ice water on a hot day.
Otherwise, there's not going to be another game.
Sorry, Ma. They make something I had to try here. One of my favorite cocktails is a Moscow Mule. Ginger beer, lime, vodka, and I believe mint. They make their own ginger beer. So this brewery makes a 0% alcohol ginger beer for the Moscow Mule. Wow. This is really, really, really good. This is something I've never seen a brewery do, so I had to try it. And I'm a believer. This is very good. If you like Moscow Mules, you will definitely love Stony Point Brewing ginger beer. All right. Oh, nice. Yeah, they are small compared to like big breweries.
This is a one barrel system. So I'll either do one barrel batches into a one barrel fermenter, or I'll do a double batch into a 2-barrel ferment.
Nice.
I got the oversized hot liquor tank there.
Is it possible to walk us through exactly how it works?
Absolutely,
Oh,
yeah.
perfect, please.
So what we do is we take water. It goes through our carbon filter right there to take any of the chlorine that might be in the city water out.
Nice.
We fill up the hot liquor tank, depending on whether I'm doing a single or double batch.
So water goes into here.
Into here, this is my large hot liquor tank. This is my smaller. If I'm just doing a single barrel batch, I'll just use this. I won't utilize the larger one.
So it's just water from this process to this process, nothing added, just water for now?
At this point, it's just water.
And what is it, like cleaning the water?
So that filter takes out chlorine.
And then what do these two do to
So
the
these
water?
just are holding tanks, and
Okay.
you can heat the water to your desired strike temperature.
Nice.
So you heat the water up in the hot liquor tank, then you transfer it into the mash tun. This is where you add all the grain. So milled grain, I can show you the mill.
Yeah, I would love to see it.
You take the milled grain, you put it in here, and hot water. The grain steeps in the hot water, and you basically make barley tea.
No alcohol in that. At that process, there's no
at
alcohol.
this point. So what you're doing is you're extracting the flavors, and most importantly, the sugar from the
Okay.
grain.
Okay.
From the malted barley, wheat, oats, or whatever you're brewing with that day. So you let the grain steep in the mash tun for a period of time, depending on the beer. The time can change, the temperature can change, and all those little factors affect the finished beer. When you're done steeping the grain or mashing, you transfer what is now called wort, W-O-R-T, to the boil kettle, where you bring the temperature up to boiling temperature, and that's where you add hops or any other flavorings you might be using for a specific beer.
So for example, the blueberry one you added at this process.
So I did not add blueberry at this process. So there's different points in time where you can add hops and different flavorings. Anything that you add to the boil kettle, like if you add hops in the boil step, it adds bitterness to the beer. If you add hops post-boil, that adds flavor and aroma. And there's
The high heat kind of changes it.
yes,
Makes
so
sense.
At a lower temperature or a shorter period of time, you'll get more aromatics and flavor. When it's boiling, you get the bitterness, which you need to offset the sweetness that you extracted from the beer. So once you're done boiling and adding the hops or whatever you're going to do there, you whirlpool the still wort at this point, and what that does, it compacts all the sediment that it may have been extracted from the grain or the hops into a compact pile. Then you can also add hops at the whirlpool step to add more aroma and flavors. And then once that's settled, you transfer the beer from the boil kettle through, down here you have the heat exchanger.
Okay.
So you run the hot wort through one side and cold city water through the other. And what that does is pulls all the heat out of the wort.
Nice.
And it brings it down to a temperature suitable for yeast. At that point, once it goes through the heat exchanger, you transfer to fermentation vessels. This is the 1 barrel, this is the 2 barrel. At this point, the beer should be at yeast pitching temperatures, depending on the strain of yeast you're using. Lagers like colder than ales. Some strains of ales you could brew like Scandinavian, like Norwegian Kveiks. They like it hot. You could brew like over 100 degrees.
Wow.
It's really some crazy stuff.
Well,
But for the most part, yeast likes it cool.
Yeah.
And
Is that why you have an air conditioner down here?
so yes, so it keeps it cool down here, especially if I'm brewing.
Okay.
And right now, these are being cooled by the glycol chiller in the other room. So having the ambient temperature lower puts less strain on that unit.
Makes sense. Basements already are cooler, so you don't have an AC. I figured I had to do something.
This basement,
Yeah.
for some reason, gets pretty hot.
Yeah.
For whatever reason. So the AC is going, it helps. So once all the cooled water is in here, you pitch the yeast, and fermentation begins. And the yeast, what it does is eats the sugar that you extracted from the grain, and the byproduct because yeast is a living organism. So it eats the sugar, and it basically, I like to say, it pisses alcohol and farts carbon dioxide. So
It's a good way to put it. I like it.
at that point, it becomes beer. And you know, we capture some of that carbon dioxide to carbonate the beer. You can add more based on the style if it needs it. Then at that point, after your initial fermentation is done, you can add other flavorings or more hops. Have you ever heard the term dry hop?
Never heard.
So a dry hopping is when you add hops on the cold side.
Okay.
At post fermentation or during fermentation, depending on the process you're using. And most IPAs are dry hops. So you could also add other flavorings like blueberry at that point.
This is the blueberry
That is
step.
the point where I added fruit.
Very nice. Never seen the inside one of these. Man, this is
Simply
real
right now.
technology. Yeah, it's real technology right here, man.
So once it's done fermenting, you adjustments to temperature, adjustments to carbon dioxide levels. You transfer it from the tank to kegs, and then from there, the kegs go into the cold room here.
Nice.
And we hook them up, and that line brings them all back behind the bar.
I love it. It's nice and cold in here. I love it.
Nice and cold in here.
It's nothing like cold beer.
And I got my pallet of Helen Haynes in there, freshly canned this week.
I love it. Love it. This is a nice operation you have
This
here.
is a big CO2 tank. They fill it from outside. The truck comes and in the middle of the night and fills it up.
Amazing.
Watch your stuff here.
All right.
I got four tanks.
Yeah.
I have some grain here that I use.
You have one open so I can see what it looks like?
Yeah, sure.
Never seen it, I don't think. Unless on
Yeah,
TV or
this
something.
is- actually, perfect. That's grain. So if you want to take a couple pieces and chomp on it, you get the flavor.
Like chew it?
Sure.
Really? Yeah, let me see what I can do here.
It's a little stale this one. But you have an idea.
Interesting.
It's like cereal.
Yeah, there you go. I was trying to figure out what can I compare it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a cereal. Yeah. Very nice. Very nice.
So that you take that grain, and that's my mill there. Put it through the mill, it grinds it down to a fine consistency, and that's what then we add it to the mat.
Amazing. I appreciate the walkthrough. I never knew how it worked. Very nice. All right, that's it. Fantastic beers. Fantastic. What do you call it? The Moscow Mule. What is it called? Ginger beer. Man, never had fresh brewery-made ginger beer inside of a Moscow Mule. That was fantastic. Loved it. Headed back to the hotel now, and we'll see what happens. All right, just got back to the room. It's time to do the bed test. Let's see what it's all about. Wow, it's actually very comfy. I'm gonna sleep great tonight. You know, whenever I go somewhere, hotel, restaurant, whatever the case is, my intention is always as positive as possible. I want to leave a 5-star review. But this place, they just don't care. Like, on their Google, it says restaurant, gym, pool. When I got here, restaurants closed, gym's closed, pool's closed. I only got in the pool because I hopped the gate. You know, there's stains on the walls, there's stains on the sheets, there's stains on the towels. It's maybe 3 stars. I'm not too sure. I'm thinking about leaving a 3-star review. I really don't want to, but I don't want to mislead someone else that's reading into my review. As positive as I want to be, this place is pretty trash.
Banana matcha?
Yep. This is it? Thank you. I don't know if you can tell, but we're back at the Perk. And today, switched it up. Love banana, love matcha. And I don't think I've ever heard of them together. But regardless, this is it. That is fantastic. Love banana anything, and this tastes really banana. The first taste is banana, and then the matcha and the creaminess of the milk comes after. Fantastically balanced, fantastically mixed. Very nice. So this drink is off of their summer menu. So when I just checked out, they gave me some sunglasses because I ordered off of the summer menu. American flag. Perfect for 4th of July. You know, usually when I go to a new city, new town, trip, vacation, whatever, I rarely go to the same restaurant twice, because if I'm here for a short time, I might as well try as much as I can that's different in the town, but nothing else sounded as good as this. Looked up a few places were popular around here, but nothing stood out. Like the menu here, the reviews here, and me literally trying it yesterday, I just couldn't get it off my mind. Had to come back. And I've been starving since yesterday. I haven't eaten since here yesterday because dinner was supposed to be at the Mexican restaurant Raices and the chef wasn't there. So I've literally only had breakfast yesterday and now I'm back to having breakfast today. Yesterday, 2 sandwiches were recommended. Yesterday I had it. What was it? Spinach, artichoke, grilled cheese. Today I got another grilled cheese because it's so good. Because it's so good. The cheese, the gooiness, the crispy sourdough, Balthazar sourdough. I think that's the brand name. Today, I got the turkey Reuben, $12.50, house-made turkey. That alone excites me. House-made turkey. None of the processed crap that's full of chemicals and sitting on a shelf for months or however long. House-made. Very, very intrigued about that. Swiss, I'm not a fan of Swiss, but when Swiss is melted, I can deal with it. Cold Swiss, I'll probably never do cold Swiss. Just don't like the flavor. When it's melted, I can tolerate it. And when it's in a great sandwich, I'm all in. I just love cheese. Sauerkraut and Thousand Island. Very, very intriguing. And iced banana matcha is iced matcha, banana cold foam. That's why I taste banana when I taste the first sip. It's the cold foam on top is banana. So I'm just gonna mix it in and give the whole thing some flavor. Stay tuned for the arrival of the turkey Reuben. Never heard of that before, but I'm very excited. Turkey Reuben has arrived. Thousand Island dripping off the side. Crispy, hot. Cheers.
Bye, have a nice day. Thank you.
You know, I never have Reubens. I think I gotta start. This is a very good mix, but I believe Reuben, like a regular traditional Reuben, is it pastrami? I think. Not too sure, but I do love turkey. Maybe that's why I never get them. I'm not a big fan of everyone's pastrami. Some places make pastrami sandwiches the best. Other places I'm not a fan, so I just stay away. It's not like a regular thing I order. But the turkey version, fantastic.
What type of bread do you want? Anything else? That's it. 27.
Sadly, this trip didn't go as planned. The battleship field, whatever you call it, in Stony Point was closed. This morning, I looked it up on Google, and it said it's temporarily closed, like it's not even going to open at all today. The hotel sucked. 3 of the only amenities were closed, minus me hopping the gate for the pool. If I never would have hopped the gate, it would have been a big fail, big waste of time, because I literally went there for the pool. It's a 92-degree heat wave. Actually, let me check today. Where are we? This town is called what? Orangeburg. Wow. It's hotter than yesterday. So a lot was a fail, but I'd have to say a lot was a fail. Dinner, the battlefield, the hotel, blah, blah, blah. I'd like to highlight the best part of the trip was definitely Perks, the Perk, however you call this place. I believe it's called the Perk. Fantastic drinks, very nice staff, helpful staff, and the food and the drinks speak for themselves.
The trip is over. I'm on the what used to be called the Tappan Zee Bridge. Now it's the Cuomo. Headed back to Yonkers. Overall, it was a good trip. Can't complain. Well, I can, but I try to stay positive. So overall, it was a good trip. All successful. And yeah, stay tuned for the next one. Please subscribe. I will be dropping a lot of videos like this, travel content, food reviews, podcasts every Wednesday, 6 p.m. All that good stuff. Events. Just stay tuned, stay locked in, and I'll keep posting these. Thank you everybody for watching. I highly appreciate you. Peace and love.